Rick McMuffin. All you got to do is score one goal, and you're going to feed 18,547 hungry people free Egg McMuffins. Here we go. What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of your Alaska Ice Eagles custom NHL 21 franchise mode, where here in the postseason we just made the playoffs. We squeaked in. It was really tight with a record of 41-35-6. So our division was really weak, and we just made it in by the hair of our chinny chins. 88 points. Vegas and San Jose on the outside looking in with 87 points apiece. So we got lucky that we made it in. I'm not really expecting much in the postseason because we're going up against the Colorado Avalanche and, well, Nathan MacKinnon, Mikko Rantanen, Xavier Bolt. There's a few players out there that we should be wary of for the Colorado Avalanche, that's for sure. But I want to mention a few things before we started in this episode. There were some comments that were saying, I'm really not into this series. I saw some comments, and I'm glad that they were brought up because I don't feel the same way, but I get what they're coming from. There's a few comments, and they basically all said the same thing. They were like, yeah, this franchise mode is cool, but I haven't been that invested like I was in prior franchise modes. Now, that's cool. I love some constructive criticism, but why is that? What is the reason? Is there something we're doing wrong here in Alaska? I feel it a little bit, but I feel like that's because the game is very repetitive. We're just slowly waiting for NHL 22, and who knows what's going to happen then. But I'm having fun with Alaska right now. Who knows how long we're going to go. I have full intentions to go 10-12 years here in Alaska. I'm having fun regardless. I know the views have dropped and they aren't once what they were with our, Seattle franchise modes, and even Quebec we averaged over 10K per episode. So I understand. I get it. I just kind of want to know what you guys want to see. Would you like to see this, that, the other? Let me know in the comments, because my channel has always been very driven by you guys. There's only a few, but I thought I should bring them up nonetheless. I'm a big fan of constructive criticism, so if there's any other series you guys want to see, anything else, by all means, let me know. One of the comments says that the obsession with chemistry is kind of ruining the franchise mode, and I feel that too. I think we should just have fun with it. I know there's people saying +5s are the only way to win Stanley Cups, and who knows, maybe that's the truth, but I'm gonna see here. I've basically have my +5, my +3. I'm happy with this. Our defense is great at +3. I think it's important. You have to pay attention to it, but I see what you guys are saying, and I feel the same way. When you really want to use a player, like I really wanted to use Tolvanen on the first line, but chemistry just said no. So I like chemistry in franchise mode. I just think it needs a bit of a revamp. Anyways, enough of that. Here we are in the postseason against the Colorado Avalanche. Again, we just made the playoffs, so I'm just glad to be here. Here's a quick little recap of our postseason. I was going to say postseason success, but there is no success. We've only made it to the postseason one time, and we got bounced in only 6 games. So unfortunately, we don't have a lot of playoff history here in Alaska, but you know what? Why not? Why not start it off here? We are David versus Goliath pretty much here against the Colorado Avalanche, so let's check out their roster. Actually, one thing I want to talk about here is Hunter Lightning. There is some comments. There's some people saying maybe he's not the one. Maybe he's not the goalie to lead you to the promised land. Brandon Barenfeld, he says, I'm not sold on Hunter Lightning at all. High elite 87 overall out of the draft and hasn't grown at all. That's true. The only time he grew, he went down to an 86 and back up to an 87. So honestly, if he doesn't grow, I would look to trade him. Chris says, Alaska needs a goalie with high poise. I don't think that is something Hunter Lightning has. It might be time for the Ice Eagles to look toward bringing in a goalie who isn't rattled by letting in the odd fluke goal. So if you look at his poise, he has 91 poise, so it's not like he's got 76 poise or something like that, but I don't know, maybe Hunter Lightning isn't the move here. He's been just okay. This year he was a lot better, but our team was really bad the first couple of years, so it's no surprise that he didn't grow. I think if we put together a couple couple of 50-win years, you might see big 6'8" Hunter Lightning become a 90 overall before you know it. MW Nolan says, I feel like this team is at the awkward stage of having too many good players taking away offense and time on ice away from each other. Might want to trade for some depth for another key piece. So basically he wants us to spread out the wealth, and I kind of see what you're saying. I mean, I'm really hoping that Shane Wright and Rick McMuffin can become legitimate 87, 88, 89, 90, who knows, first liners for us, and maybe in return that'll improve the chemistry. But for the next 5 years, I don't want to change our first line. I want McMuffin, Wright, and Bertuzzi to bring us to the promised land, baby. Burakovsky, Wenberg, and Kiefer Bellows, I love this line. I don't really want to change a whole lot. There's some things, I mean, our bottom pairing defense isn't great. Our goaltending is questionable, but we brought in Tuukka Rask, who's a playoff goat. He started 105 playoff games, and he's 55-50 with 7 shutouts in the postseason. So we have 2 Finnish goalies here. Let's see what the Colorado Avalanche are all about. Now, I assume because of their roster, they're going to be absolutely nasty, and my assumption would be correct. Gabriel Landeskog, Nathan McKinnon, Mikko Rantanen, the fantastic Finn himself. So a Finnish goalie versus a Finnish offensive forward here. Going to be interesting to see how that works out. Big Valerie Nichushkin, Alex Newhook. Yes, I did create him, and yes, he is an absolute beast. And they got Connor Sherry. So they are a very grindy team. Guys like Kadri, Brendan Saad, Tyson Jost, Connor Sherry, Valerie Nichushkin. They got Nick Bolt on the third line. I don't know why they're playing him on the third line. He's clearly a top 6 player. He had his most success this year, 66 points, but still on the third line, that's interesting. Derek Ryan and Martin Kaut. Defensively, Cale Makar, Hampus Lindholm, Bowen Byram, Connor Timmins, Justin Barron, and then Samuel Girard. And then between the pipes, 34-year-old Braden Holtby. So no more Philip Grubauer. It's Braden Holtby time in Denver. They got a nasty defense as well. I mean, Cale Makar and Bowen Byram, they're both so young and so damn good. I'm surprised Cale Makar hasn't jumped up to like an 89, because if you look at Quinn Hughes, I mean, he's probably the most, he's probably the easiest comparable. He's at a 91, so Hughes over Makar confirmed. I don't think I showed it in the last episode, but here is the playoff tree. You're looking on the right-hand side, and you don't see Newfoundland. No way, no how. Another year where they don't make the playoffs. We've been here twice, and they haven't even made it once. They're still struggling. So let's go here up against the Colorado Avalanche at the Ball Arena, or the Ball Center. What a stupid name. It'll always be the Pepsi Center to me, baby. Let's go up against the Avs. Game number 1. I need to see postseason Zion come to form here. Let's go. Period number 1. It's 2-1. Gabriel Landeskog and third liner Nick Bolt. Bolt scores on Lightning. You love to see it. Zion, he gets a big one. There you go. Ask and you shall receive. Landeskog gets another. 2-1 going into the second. Okay, Mikko Hedman, future captain of this team, gets us within 1. Derek Ryan, the fourth liner, scores, making it 3-1. Then Mikko made it 3-2. Come on, boys. Come on. We need to get one here. Our big guns are coming through. I'd love a depth goal. I'd love someone on the third line, maybe Jordan Greenway, to step up here. 5 minutes left. Power play. Come on, boys. It's crucial. You have to score here. 34-33 are the shots. Braden Holtby makes 31 saves. I mean, that game could have went either way. We're down by 1. He made 34 stops. Fourth liner Derek Ryan had a goal and an assist. It's all good. All good. Don't worry. It's really early here. Injuries are on, so nothing happened in game number 1. That's good. I don't want to be over this quick. I don't want to have a quick playoff run here. I want to try and do some damage. Even though we just snuck into the playoffs, I'd like to start doing some damage here. Let's go here, guys. Period number 1. We need some scoring by committee here. I want to see some third liners, not a Connor Timmins second pairing defenseman goal. Okay, period number 1. It's 3-2. All right, Burakovsky, Wenberg, and Rick McMuffin, baby. There you go. Scores a big one, making it 3-1, and then Mikko Rantanen made it 3-2 just before the first period ended on the power play. 3 goals there from our top 6. Let's get something from our bottom 6 here. Let's get a Matt Zuccarello goal. Let's go. Period number 2, 5-2. Zion and Andre Burakovsky, the top 6, still coming through clutch. And yes, Burakovsky used to play on the Avalanche, so that's always good when a former player scores a couple on his team. He is on hat trick watch, but Tyson Jost, he gets a power play goal, making it 5-3. Oh, Nichushkin makes it 5-4. Don't collapse. Don't collapse. Kiefer Bellows, baby, the big man who's not even that big, but he's a power forward, so I'm calling him big. 6-4. There you go. But maybe that's what that guy was talking about with the poise. He allowed a goal here. He quickly allowed another one. I mean, if Kiefer Bellows didn't get that extra insurance, who knows what could have happened. They could have scored a few in a row. But getting our first win is massive. Burakovsky 3 points, Wenberg with 3, Alex Newhook with 3 apples of his own. Now last time we got beat in the postseason in 6 games, so we ended up getting a couple of wins before the Vancouver Canucks eventually kicked us out of the playoffs. But we're here in game number 3 after a big win. We're here at home. Everybody knows what happens if Rick McMuffin scores at home. Egg McMuffins for everybody. Let's try to win the first here. Don't let them get any sort of momentum. Let's win the first, get out of the first period with the lead. Okay, no one won. That's cool. But we won on the shot department. 17-8 are the shots. Let's win the second and go into the third with the lead. Okay, we do the exact opposite. Mr. 3 assists from last game, Alex Newhook. Looks like Braden Holtby's having himself quite a night. 27 shots, but Andre Burakovsky, the former Av, and then Alexander Wenberg, our top 6, man. We are just killing it. But then Newhook comes right back with a power play goal of his own. We cannot allow another power play. They've been scoring on the power play like crazy. I made sure I tweaked our PK, so hopefully we don't allow that many power play goals. Looks like we're headed into the extra frame. All right, overtime in Alaska. Let's go. Look how big Hunter Lightning is between the pipes. God, he's massive. Victor Soderstrom up to Zion Bertuzzi. Oh my God, little dangle. He should have fed it over. Oh my God, he waited too long for the pass. What a move, though. Big Zion with a bad case of dangleitis. Here comes the kid, Shane Wright to McMuffin, looking for the goal. Oh my God, Holtby had a wide open 5-hole, and Bertuzzi puts it off his pad. Oh, McMuffin, the fans wanted one. Oh, trying to go through the 5-hole. Biggie Schmaltz, the captain, and oh man, what a shot. Just missed the net. Oh my goodness, the pressure. Oh, what a goal. How did that one go in? Jordan freaking Greenway. I thought it went over the net. Oh my God, I think it went up and bounced off the goalie's back. Jordan Greenway. I've been rallying for the third line to get a goal, and big bad Jordan Greenway puts it home. Yeah, it just goes up and over. Oh my God, what a goal. You love to see it. That is an absolute fluke. Yeah, so Nick Schmaltz came in here, got the shot off. He had a lot of net open. He just missed the net, unfortunately, but he doesn't quit on the play. He beats Bowen Byram to the puck. Looks like he sauces it over to Jordan Greenway, and that puck just goes up, and that puck goes down. Oh man, no one knew where it was except for number 17. Looks like Tyson Jost was staring right at it, wishing he was the size of Shaq. Could have went up and just grabbed it, but that one just goes right off of Braden Holtby's back. Oh man, that is gonna hurt. All right, so surprisingly here we have a 2-1 lead. I'm interested to see if the Avs have any injuries. That guy limped off the ice. I think it was Kadri from what I saw. No, sorry, Connor Sherry. So he's done. Returning April 22nd. So he's done for the series. He got a mild concussion. That's good news for us. So that means that they're probably playing Nick Bolt back up on the second line, which is probably the right thing to do. So anyways, Connor Sherry's done at least for this series, but we're hoping to end them here. We could actually go up 3-1 and put some serious pressure on the Avalanche here. So let's go. Period. period number 1. You're at home, Rick McMuffin. All you got to do is score 1 goal, and you're going to feed 18,547 hungry people free Egg McMuffins. Here we go, period number 1. It's 1-1. Kalen Addison, baby. There you go. Jordan Greenway, Kalen Addison, best trade ever. Brandon Saad scores for them. We have a 1-1 tie going into the second. Ooh, 3-1. Newhook and Rantanen. Okay, I was scared of that. These guys can strike quickly. But we're not out of it yet. There's lots of hockey left. And Biggie Schmaltz, the captain, on the third line. Big E. And then Burakovsky. Oh, my God. Nick Schmaltz scored from the red line. Oh, my God. Mikko Lehtinen. There you go. 3 straight unanswered goals. 3 goals in 6 minutes. Make it 4 with Kasperi Kapanen putting some icing on the cake. We chase Braden Holtby. Calvin Pickard is in the net. We allow a late one, but Mikko Hedman. There you go, boys. That's what I'm talking about. Nick Schmaltz, Mikko Lehtinen, Kasperi Kapanen, depth scoring. I was a little bit nervous there, but what a third period. What a like 10 minutes here. We had 1, 2, 3, 4 goals in 10 minutes. That's awesome. Biggie Schmaltz had 3 points. Kasperi Kapanen had a goal and an assist. What a game. So we win both games at home. Oh, okay, that's for our AHL team. I was a little bit nervous there. Thought that was a big injury here, but we actually have them on the brink of elimination. Their backs are up against the wall. We've won 3 straight games, and we deserve to be here. Oh, Alex Newhook scores in the first shot. Okay, I'm going to chalk that one up to the xTech jinx. I'm going to stop talking. First period, 1-0. Okay, it's all good. No worries. Period number 2, Rick McMuffin. Let's go. 2-2. All right. Oh, baby. Steenbergen with a short-handed goal on the 4th line. That's what you want to see. And then Kiefer Bellows on the power play. Who's not enjoying this series? I'm having a blast. Let's go. 2-2 here going into the third. 15 minutes left. I need a Burakovsky goal. He's been lethal. How about a Mikko Lehtinen goal? Goals in back-to-back power play for us. Can we ice it? Not going to happen. Oh, man. Is it going to happen? Is it going to happen? 3 minutes left. Mikko Lehtinen with the go-ahead goal. That is the GWG, and the Alaska Ice Eagles shock the world and eliminate the second best team in the National Hockey League in only 5 games. Nathan MacKinnon didn't have a single goal. Zion versus Nathan. Zion wins. What a series. Alexander Wenberg has 8 points. Burakovsky, Kiefer Bellows. Everyone's playing great. Look at Tyler Steenberg. He's got 3 points in 5 games. Everyone's doing great. I mean, our goaltending as well. Look at Hunter Lightning. I mean, the numbers aren't fantastic, but these are the numbers that count. 4-1. I'm interested to see what's going on with Colorado. Where the hell was Nathan MacKinnon? That's my question. He didn't have a single goal. Oh my God, MacKinnon, where are you? He didn't have a single point in 5 games. He didn't have a point. I mean, it wasn't for a lack of trying. He had 18 shots on goal. He was 3rd on the team in shots, but still didn't score a single goal. That's crazy. I mean, Alex Newhook was an absolute monster, but Nathan MacKinnon pointless in 5 games? Wow, that's shocking. And they're paying him $12.9 for 7 years. I'm not one to ever shit on Nathan MacKinnon because I think he's one of the best players in the world, but you don't ever see that from Nathan MacKinnon. I'm just going to say Zion Bertuzzi shut down Nathan MacKinnon. That's probably what happened. All right, so who do we got here in round number 2? The Winnipeg Jets. All right. I don't remember Winnipeg doing anything super crazy. Let's have a look at their roster here. Yeah, everything looks basically the way it is today, except for Kristen Vasilainen's pretty good. They brought in Pavel Buchnevich. Cole Perfetti is up and coming. Yeah, they might have an injury. No, maybe not. So in this world, they still have Patrick Laine. He's still a member of the Winnipeg Jets, and he's still a beast. 90 points a year, no problem. A little bit less scoring than what he's usually used to, but 29 goals this year. Still nothing to laugh at. Kyle Connor, Mark Scheifele, a very, very deadly line. They got Biggie, the real Biggie, Biggie Funky, Blake Wheeler. That's his Twitter if you don't get the reference. Biggie Funky 20 or something. He's got a weird Twitter handle, but 37 years old, the captain on the 3rd line. So both of our captains are chilling on the 3rd third line. Defensively, Sami Niku's an 86. I've never seen him grow that much. I always see him top out at like an 83, 82. He's been really, really good for them, actually. So 86 overall with Josh Morrissey, Neil Pionk, Josh Manson, Michael Kempney, and Vinny Hinola. Now, is Neil Pionk an offensive defenseman? He is. Okay, that makes sense. So they probably got a +5 there with Josh Manson and Neil Pionk. I assume it's still Connor Hellebuck between the pipes, and it is 88 overall. He's still very much elite. They have no injuries. They're still rocking Jay Bolmeister. Okay, Daniel Chaika. So they got some guys there just scratched if anything happens. They have no injuries, though. They have a really, really lethal first line, but so do we. We got McMuffin and Zion Bertuzzi. I'm not even worried. So let's see who they got rid of in the first round. Winnipeg ended up playing Chicago, so they got rid of Max Kazov. Oh, man, I would have loved that matchup. I would have loved it. Winnipeg doesn't have a created player. Is that right? I don't actually remember if Winnipeg ended up getting a franchise player in the draft. Maybe someone can go back and let me know. But let's go here up against Winnipeg. I'm full of momentum here. Let's go. We, again, unfortunately, do not have home ice advantage. But that really didn't matter last time with the Colorado Avalanche. And I was more scared of Colorado than I was Winnipeg. So they got rid of the Chicago Blackhawks in 6 games. We're here at the Bell MTS place. One of the hardest arenas to play in. They have the whiteout going. The fans are really in it here in Winnipeg. They know what it's like to be freezing their ass off, -30, but so do we here in Alaska. We're just as tough as them. Brian Little scores on the second shot of the game, period number 1. Oh, okay. Cole Perfetti, Kyle Connor, and Brian Little. Not a great start, boys. 3 goals on 16 shots. They peppered Hunter Lightning. Okay, it's all good. Lots of hockey left. Only 10 shots for us. Let's step it up a little bit, boys. Here we go. Second period. 3-1. Biggie Schmaltz. He gets 1. Okay. All right. I'd love to get back into this. Mikko Lehtinen, attaboy, scoring goals at will. He has, I think that's his 3rd of the postseason. There you go. We're within striking distance. Why not us? Let's go. Power play. Power play. Zion, come on. 3-2. Can we please tie up the game? We're being outshot like crazy. A minute 40 left. Oh, man. Ryan Donato puts the icing on the cake, and we drop game number 1 against Winnipeg. Tyler Steenbergen has been injured ribs, April 29th. So he's done for a little while. He'll be back, though. I'm going to go ahead and fix up the 4th line. We're down 1-0. That wasn't a very good first period. We kind of shot ourselves in the foot there. Started off the game terribly, and we just never really recovered. Now, looking at our first line here, Shane Wright seems to be struggling, only 2 assists. Zion's got only 4 points, a -2. Rick McMuffin's only got 3 points. I mean, our second line has really been carrying us. So I need something here from our first line. Something's got to give. We're bringing back Cole Huckins. He played last year, 20-year-old power forward, 6'5" on the 4th line. So let's go. Come on, I need a Shane Wright goal. I need Zion to have a couple. Rick McMuffin get on the score sheet here. Have a better first period. Let's start things off right. Period number 1. There you go. Nick Schmaltz, man, the captain. He's making it harder and harder to want to move on from this guy eventually. Period number 2. All right, they tied up. Mark Scheifele scores on, oh my God, Kiefer Bellows. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Big Kiefer, not that big, but still a power forward. He scores. Biggie Schmaltz again. Oh my God, the captain putting the team on his back when the first line is struggling. He has all the goals. He gets another one. That is a game 2 hat trick for the captain, Nick Schmaltz. How are we going to get rid of this guy? Oh my goodness, what a performance from the captain. Basically does it all himself. Hunter Lightning made 25 saves. Kiefer Bellows had the other goal, but that was essentially the Nick Schmaltz show. All right, so we're back in this series, tied up at 1 here, going into game number 3. We're at home. Everybody knows what's going on. If Rick McMuffin scores a goal, just make it happen. Everyone's hungry, especially all the assistant GMs up in the press box. They're starving. Give the people what they want. Period number 1. It's 6-0 for Winnipeg. What? Okay. forget the McMuffins. Connor, Aline, Bushnevic, Wheeler, Bushnevic, and Vinny Hinola. Okay, let's try a miraculous comeback or just burn the game tape. Period number 2. 8-1. I don't even want 10-4. 10-4. Mikko Lehtinen had 2 more goals, but I don't even want to talk about it. That is unbelievable. Bushnevic had a hack. Okay, we're done here. Moving on. Burn the tape in front of our home fans, boys. Come on, you're better than that. You are much better than that. I'm gonna put Tyler Steenbergen back in there. That is rough. That is a rough outing. You absolutely hate to see that. I don't even know if there's any coming back from that. That hurts. Okay, so that was a royal ass kicking. We're in front of our home fans. We cannot do that again. That was quick and usually painless, but that was quick and painful. That was rough. Let's get back in the swing of things here. Win the first, don't allow 6 goals. That's my only rule. Okay, we did one, not the other. We didn't win the period, but we didn't allow 6 goals. However, we are being outshot like crazy. Shane Wright, Zion, where are you guys? Wake up. Let's go. Period number 2. 3-1. Damn, Kiefer Bellows, Vasalainen, Scheifele, and Wheeler. This could get away from us really quickly here, boys. Michael Kempney. Oh, man, you hate to see it. We fell apart after we got our asses just handed to us on a silver platter. We have nothing. We have nothing to show for it. Oh man, that sucks. Okay, well, 4-1. I think drastic times call for drastic measures. We are going to make a move. We are going to change up our lines after that performance and after the lack of performance from Shane Wright. We are going to do this. We're going to bring up Nick Schmaltz. I don't want to break up the +5, but we're going to go like this. Kiefer Bellows has been awesome. We're going to go like that, all right? Zion, Wenberg, McMuffin, Burakovsky, Schmaltz, and Kiefer Bellows. Reward the guys who have played awesome. Maybe we could spark something here, change up the lines a little bit. We're down by 2 here. It's really not looking good. After that 10-4 ass kicking, everything kind of just slowed down a little bit. All right, guys, backs up against the wall, ×8 simulation. Let's go. Start it off right. Get the first goal of the game. Let's go. Okay, Patrick Laine. That's not what we wanted. Patrick Laine scores the goal in the first on the 5th shot of the game. Can we tie it up before this first period ends? Power play? Shane Wright, you're getting first line power play minutes, buddy. He's crumbling under the pressure. Oh, man, come on. You can do it. I know you can. Zion, somebody, maybe a defenseman, maybe, potentially. Colton Parayko, not Mark Scheifele. Oh, man. Okay, Mikko Lehtinen, the guy who is apparently the best offensive defenseman in the entire world. That's his 5th goal of the postseason. He's been scoring goals left and right. We're being outshot like crazy, but we're still within striking distance. There's lots of hockey left. No need to panic. No need to panic. Just get the next one. Tie it up. That's all we want. Tie it up, get it into overtime, and who knows what can happen. Come on, boys. All you need is one shot. Dig deep. Biggie Schmaltz, I know you've been putting the team on your back. Maybe is it too much to ask for one more power play? Come on. Come on, boys, please. That was a long one, and we don't score, unfortunately. Come on, anybody? Jordan Greenway? All right, we're calling a timeout here. Boys, 3 minutes left. You handled the Avalanche with ease. You guys can play with the Winnipeg Jets. Come on, 3 minutes of solid hockey. Come on, you can do it. And there it is. Christian Vasalainen ruins my half-ass speech. And just like that, we are done. 4-1 is the score, and that is how it ends, unfortunately. Just like the series itself, 4-1 in the last game. Well, you know what? I'd say it was a success. I said last year my goal was to make it into the playoffs and get past the first round. We proved we can do that. Was it a fluke? Maybe. Who knows? I mean, the games that we lost against Winnipeg, they weren't really close. 4-2, 4-1, 4-1, and then 10-4. So it's not like we had one good game pretty much against the entire Winnipeg Jets. So that one hurts, not going to lie to you. But I'm glad we got rid of Colorado. That proves we can hang with the big boys. I'm a little disappointed in Shane Wright and Zion Bertuzzi. They didn't have the playoffs I was expecting. If you look at their stats here, I mean, our second line and Nick Schmaltz basically did everything. Mikko Lehtinen was the leader in goals for our defense. I would have never guessed that with his 3-star shooting category, but here we are. Zion and Hedman both kind of struggled, to be honest with you. Kapanen didn't do a whole lot. I mean, Shane Wright was just god-awful. Just a terrible playoff for the 20-year-old. Not great, but it's not the end of the world. I mean, you look at Rick McMuffin, he did nothing either, 3 points. So that was a rough outing. Nothing from Luke Roach either. Yeah, that was rough. Wait, Huckins had a goal? Am I crazy? Did I not see he had a goal? I don't remember him scoring a goal. I'll have to review the footage. Maybe I'm crazy. I don't think he had a goal. Maybe I'm crazy. I don't know. Let's look at goaltenders here. 5-5 for Hunter Lightning. Tuukka, I mean, he had the one game. It was the 10-4 game. Not your fault. Not great numbers from Hunter Lightning. Not great at all. Let's compare them to Connor Hellebuck. 291 and 265 goals against. So, yeah, the difference between the goaltenders is definitely there. Have a look at Vancouver. Zane Chow, kind of the same goals against, same save percentage. So, yeah, it's rough. That was a rough outing for sure. You need your best players to step up, and unfortunately, they didn't do that against the Winnipeg Jets. But I'm a good sport. Go Winnipeg. Winnipeg for Stanley Cup. Bring the cup back to Canada. That's all I want. Go Winnipeg. Winnipeg for Stanley Cup. The Edmonton Oilers have fired their head coach, Bryson Pete, and the Vegas Golden Knights have fired their head coach as well. So maybe something to look at. And the Cup did come back to Canada. Secretly, it makes me happy. The Vancouver Canucks are Stanley Cup champions with Zane Chow backing them to the promised land. The 5'6" Chinese sensation. They did it without Bo Horvat. It doesn't matter. All right, let's have a look at the draft lottery here. Maybe we'll miraculously move up. No, we don't. We stick exactly where the pick is from Minnesota at 14th, but once again, Newfoundland gets screwed in the draft lottery. Every single year they drop from 1 to 3, from 1 to 6, 1 to 4. Oh man, poor Newfoundland. Philly and the Islanders both move up in the draft lottery. We stick right where we are at 14, so we're gonna have like 14 and like 17, I think, or whatever it's gonna be. So there's that. We'll have a look at the draft class, see if there's any crazy guys out there. Glenn Ingles, here's the main guy. He put up some numbers with Erie, 98 points in 68 games. He looks like he's good, but I mean, it's the OHL. Nolan Browler, he is 17 years old, so it looks like they're going to get Michael Raycroft, who's pretty damn good, 96 points in 65 games. Looks like that's who Newfoundland is going to get unless they make a trade. This guy might be medium elite, but again, we're going to be like right here in this area, so there's a defenseman, there's a couple centers, DeAndre Wolf, Dane Sullivan, Richard Hartikainen, best name ever, Quentin Blacker, Sheldon Granado, the OHL. What should we do with our 14th overall pick? Unfortunately, the only European here is Ricard Hartikainen, but he actually played in an A+ league and put up really good numbers. He could be the guy we could go after, a nice little two-way defenseman. What do you guys think about that? Looking for more guys in our draft position, but that kind of looks like the best player. And there is 2 gems as well in this draft. Victor Korolyuk, who's 17 years old, played in an A+ league. And then we got Oliver Stutzel. He is a 20-year-old. You guys know I like picking 20-year-olds. Oliver Stutzel, we might give him a chance in like the 4th or the 5th round. Unfortunately, we didn't go very deep in the playoffs. But hey, I'm glad we got past the first round. something more than the Toronto Maple Leafs can say, that's for sure. Wondering if our goalie is going to retire, Tuukka Rask. No, he's sticking around for one more year, so maybe Tuukka can come back as a backup role. Henrik Lundqvist goes out with 500 wins. There you go. Part of the 500 club, Hank. Looks good on you. I mean, everything does. You're the most handsome guy in the world. There's actually some players that are going to be coaches, Joe Pavelski and Patty Marleau. So there's some things to talk about here. Fortunately for us, we don't have a super crazy offseason. We are going to have to sign some big players like Mikko Hedman, who I might actually give a contract to right now. He moved up to a 90. Oh my goodness. Okay, he's going to want bank. And he does want bank. 12.2 for 7 years. Okay, that's a bit of a pay increase. Alexander Wenberg, what is he want? $7 million. So what are we going to have here? We're going to have a lot of money to work with. That's the nice thing. We're going to have $59 million to work with. So I'm not super worried about signing those players. Some of these guys we might let walk. Who knows? But that's something we can deal with in the offseason. Going to get rid of Matt Zuccarello's contract. Mikko Lehtinen, probably going to bring him back. No one else super crazy except for Hunter Lightning. Now, he did move up to an 88, okay? Now, what is he going to want? 6.2 for 2 years. Now, I'm cool at a $6 million contract for 2 years. Prove yourself, all right? 2 years to prove yourself. If you can't get it done, we might be moving on. But Hunter Lightning, I'm committed to him. If he can continue to grow, that's fantastic. So I might wait on Mikko Hedman. His asking price might drop, and I think it will. I'm hoping to get him around the 10, 11 mark. As for Alexander Wenberg, I'm also hoping his asking price drops a little bit. 7.7 million for, I mean, the +5 is really, really nice on that second line. 70 points for 7 million. I guess it's okay. I'd feel way more comfortable at the 6.5 mark, but that's something we can deal with in the re-sign stage. Thank you for watching. That was a fun one. I'm hoping you guys enjoyed it as well. Again, if there's anything you guys want to change up or any other series you want to see, by all means, please let me know in the comments. I do see what you guys are saying, but I'd like some more info on it. So let me know in the comments, and I will see you guys in the off season. I'm saying we play it safe, keep the core we have, see if we can maybe make some changes here and there on our bottom core defense, maybe work on our fourth line as well. But we're going to have a year where players are 1 year older. Hopefully Shane Wright wakes up a little bit. And again, maybe we can work on getting a different coach. Maybe this guy really isn't the best fit for our team. He's got 66% team fit. Maybe there's something else out there. We can definitely have a look. Our staff chemistry is only 60%, so there's that to think about as well. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.